Well, hello everybody and welcome to the September 24th, 2020 Newport Rotary Club noon meeting. Today also happens to be World Polio Day, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So it was nice of them to schedule that for our meeting today. Would anyone like to lead us in the pledge this morning? I don't know if Keith is on with his flag background or not, or if anyone has a flag. I don't see Keith on here. So I guess we're short our flag prop today, but that's okay. We can still recite the pledge. Oh, there you go, Richard.
Okay, I'll start.
Okay, thanks, Richard.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, nicely done. Thanks, Richard. All right, so a couple announcemements before we get started. As I mentioned, today is World Polio Day, so that's a pretty big deal for our fights in the eradication of polio. Let's see, John, you could go ahead and put that graphic up if you can. So as it says here on the screen, we're close to ending the second human disease in history, which hopefully will be polio shortly. Anybody care to take a stab at what the first disease that was eradicated by humans was? It's kind of a toughie. Smallpox.
I was going to say smallpox.
All right. Yeah, smallpox was the first and only disease so far that's been eradicated by deliberate efforts of people. So, I think we had a couple, or at least one pop up on the chat there too with the answer. So maybe I rushed that a little bit. But so when Rotary and its partners formed the GPEI, which is Global Polio Eradication Initiative, in 1988, there were 350,000 cases of polio in 125 countries every year. Today, we've reduced polio cases by 99.9%, and just 2 countries continue to report cases of wild polio virus, Afghanistan and Pakistan. Because of the efforts of Rotary and its partners, nearly 19 million people who would otherwise have been paralyzed are walking today, and more than 1.5 million people are alive who would otherwise have died. The infrastructure we helped build to end polio is also being used to treat and prevent other diseases, including COVID-19, and create lasting impact in other areas of public health. Rotary has committed to raising $50 million per year for polio eradication, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has pledged to match that 2 to 1 for a total commitment of $150 million per year. So every dollar that we contribute as a club, we're matched $2 by the Gates Foundation for a total of $3 per dollar. So these funds provide much needed operational support, medical workers, laboratory equipment, and educational materials. Governments, corporations, and private donors all play a crucial role in funding. And so I know we have the weekly vaccination for speaker recognition. And, you know, when you multiply that by all of our meetings of the year, it adds up to a lot of money towards polio. So our club has really pitched in a lot of money to the cause. And let's see, second thing I would need to announce is that Rotary District 5300 has sent an invite for us to a annual peace conference, 31st annual peace conference. And John, if you want to put that PDF up, talk a little bit about this. There we go. So on Saturday, October 24th, 2020, from 9 to 1, there's going to be a virtual Zoom Peace Conference. And usually this is an in-person event. Since it's virtual this year, they've invited a few other districts, including ours, to participate. And they've got some really good keynote speakers. The first keynote speaker is Mark Daniel Maloney, who was Rotary International President in 2019 and 2020. His presentation is how has COVID-19 impacted Rotary's priorities and opportunities of working together. So I think that'll be a really good presentation. And then they have several other speakers, as you can probably see on the PDF there, including some economists that are going to talk about the impact of COVID on the economy. We have a CEO of the Blue Dragon Children's Foundation who's going to talk about the impact of COVID-19 on children and women. We have a marriage and family therapist and attorney who are going to talk about the harmful effects of COVID-19 on the family. So I'll send a link out to everyone through DACDB, but if you're interested, I think it'd be a pretty neat conference to take part in. So, a few things for this day in history. Today, 1789, the Judiciary Act of 1789 is passed by Congress and signed by President George Washington, establishing the Supreme Court. 1934, 2,500 fans see Babe Ruth's farewell Yankee appearance at Yankee Stadium. And 1996, the United States and the world's other major nuclear powers signed a treaty to end testing and development of nuclear weapons. So a couple of interesting tidbits that happened today back in history. Any other announcements before we get into the Happy Bucks and Sergeant of Arms? We had a really good ABCs of Rotary. I don't know if Laura, Kimberly, or Bo are on here, but they did a great job with that a couple days ago at Columbia Bank. It's a lot of fun, and thanks for everyone on the board for helping out with that too. Let's see, I guess we'll move into, if there aren't any other announcements, I guess we'll go to Bob, Sergeant of Arms.
Okay, hello there, Rotarians. How are you?
Hi, Big Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Oh, there's my cousin Jeff too. Yeah, wow. Hey, it's good to see all of you again, and I know it's even going to be more fun when I get to hug you all, but that sounds like it's a ways away. Dustin, are you hooked into this? I haven't seen you. I guess Dustin's not here. Ken Riley, you're here someplace. How is everything going?
I'm doing great, Bob.
Now, who am I talking to?
Dustin.
Oh, where are you? I don't see you here. I got to find you. You got to be here someplace now. Oh, there's Rob. Hi, Levi. Where are you, you little sneak?
The struggle is real, but we're getting there.
Hello there.
Well, anyway, Dustin, I understand you're stronger than, you're like a Superman now.
I am definitely not a Superman.
There you are. Yeah, I was going to say Superman doesn't wear yellow, but no. Getting back to this now, tell us what you did all by yourself here.
I did a triathlon last week, so it was fun. It was a good time.
A full triathlon or a half a triathlon? What was it?
It was an Olympic triathlon, so it's like a mile swim and 30-mile bike and 6.2-mile run. So it was fun. The smoke cleared out right before it started, and it was a great time. So I'll be $25 happy.
Oh, hold it. We're not done here yet, Dustin. So tell us a little more about it. How did you do with your swimming?
I did well. Yeah, so swimming, I grew up swimming. Swimming's my sport. So I got ahead in swimming, and tried to keep up on the bike and the run.
So the bicycle, how far was that?
I lost you, Bob. What was that?
How far was the bike ride?
It's 30 miles.
Is that on a Harley or is it something you got to pedal or?
Nope, just the bike right back there.
Oh. And then you had to run. How far did you run?
It was 6.3 miles.
And where was this event?
It's down in Lake of the Woods. I had never been there, but it's a beautiful area.
So, and how did you were able to finish?
I did finish. I got there.
And what place do you recall?
I beat out the 9 people that were behind me. So it was a small race, but it was fun.
Oh, so you came in first.
I did. Yeah.
You have got to be awful proud of that.
I think it's going up to $50 now.
I hadn't even thought we talked about that just yet. Well, good. All right, we'll take $50.
Thank you, Bob.
And when are you going to do it again?
I got a full one in November. So yeah, everyone pray for me. I will need all the body support I can possibly get for that one, but that's November 22nd. So
Well, we'll look forward to hearing about that then too. Well, congratulations, Dustin.
thank you.
Ken Riley, there you are. I see you.
I see you, Bob.
How's everything going?
Good. Anything in particular or just generally?
Generally, with emphasis on your son.
Okay, well, thank you for asking. Cody finished his 3rd cycle of chemotherapy yesterday. Hopefully he's got 1 more cycle ahead of him. He should be done about November 1st, roughly, give or take.
So a cycle is how many sessions?
It's 5 days in the hospital. He's out for a week, and then he goes in for a multiple 1-day stints, and it's about a 3-week turnaround. So he finished his full day yesterday, and then he'll go in today, tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday for injections, and then he'll get ready for his next 5-day cycle where he goes into the hospital.
Well, how are his spirits? How's he holding up?
Really, really well. I mean, and a lot of that is just with all of our friends and family, with people like you bringing it up, and just no, he's unbelievable. It's easier for him than it is us, I think, which is really. But no, he's doing great. He's other than just he's a little tired. And I tried to explain to him that's kind of what chemo does, but but no, it doesn't freak him out not to have hair, so that's good. So no, I appreciate you asking. Thank you.
I think speaking for all Rotary, we wish him nothing but the best. And as far as the hair deal, Wendell's freaked out about it, but let me tell you, it's not that bad.
I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a lot, so.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate everybody's thoughts and prayers. It really does make a difference.
You bet it does. Well, good. And just keep his spirits up. Let's see. Have we got any birthdays or anniversaries? Those somehow seem to sneak by, so I don't know how to. I guess I can trust all of you to tell me. Couldn't trust Julie, but. Oh, Stephanie, how are you?
I'm feeling old,
Well, welcome to the group.
but it's not a
You don't
birthday.
look old. That's the important thing.
Oh, yes, thank you. No, it's not a birthday. It's a wedding anniversary.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Richard and I, 48 years.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. $48 happy toward my Paul Harris for that.
Well, now I'm happy too. That makes me look good. Good. Well,
Anything for
hang
you,
in
Bob?
there.
I
Yeah.
think we'll make it now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let me tell you, there's not much to look at out there. Well, I guess you can do a lot of looking, but yeah.
Nobody wants to buy that.
Yeah. Cousin Jeff, you raised your hand there for a moment. What are you happy about? Tell me you're not muted. I think you're muted. Is he muted?
He's muted.
Jeff, there you go.
Hey, I'm here, Bob. I'm here.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad that we all made it through here with, at least in Newport, without any direct fire damage. And I had a few trees blow down and they didn't land on the house, so I'm happy about that.
Well, good.
And I'm waiting for somebody to come in and take them away. And I'm looking forward to us all going to level 2, because maybe I can get back in the swimming pool then. So
There you go.
where Dustin's been swimming, if he has been, maybe the ocean, Dustin, but I've got a place I like to go to and it's been locked up. So I'm happy we're close to that time. How about $25?
That's great. Yeah, well, the club's $25 happy now too. Megan, you've got your hand up.
I do. My youngest son, Jacob, got married on Saturday. It was my first YouTube live wedding coverage. I didn't get to be there, but all of us wore fancy hats and had champagne, and they got married up in Bellingham with a few of their friends. But there was about 60 of us there watching, and so I am now, I have another beautiful daughter-in-law who I absolutely adore. And so I am $31 happy for my Paul Harris because they're 31 now. They finally got married after 8 years together.
Well, thank you very much. Good, good. Anybody else? Birthdays, anniversaries, or just happy about something? Oh, Sonetta. I never thought you ever got happy. Oh.
Trent and I celebrated our 7th anniversary on Monday, so I'll be $7 happy for that.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Anybody else? Well, Freddie, I didn't do much damage, but I'm turning it back over to you. Thank you very much.
You didn't see my hand.
Oh, Julie Hannaran's here. I was told not to pick on you.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm happy about a couple things. One,
Oh, tell us.
it was so nice to see that wonderful article in the paper about the wonderful thing you did on donating vests. That was very nice. I'm proud of you for doing that, Bob. So I'm happy about that. But what I'm most happy about is my husband, Mark. He's mad that I'm going to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. On Monday, he had some heart surgery.
Oh, no.
Procedure. And he's so healthy and doing so well that he was able to be sitting here with me today. So I'm $25 happy for both of those things. So
Let's have a hand for Mark. Yay, Mark. Go, go, go. Ooh, ooh. Well, how are you feeling, Mark?
Oh, I'm good. It's all good. It was a minor thing, so, and they fixed it, so. We're just
They start fooling around with your heart, and that's not minor.
it was an electrical short circuit.
I can understand where you got that.
Yeah.
Well, good, Mark. Glad to see you out and about.
Well,
Anybody else? Take it away, Freddie. Thank you for your generosity, Rotarians.
All right, nicely done, Bob. I'll throw in another 20 happy bucks for something I've never been happy about, or I haven't been happy about for as long as I can remember, and that's the rain we've gotten these last couple days because the state really needs it. So I'll throw in another 20 for that. And also, this is kind of an exciting day. It's our first students of the month. School is back in session, I guess, kinda. And we have a couple really deserving students that I think most of us will know. So with that said, I'll turn it over to Raina Matson to introduce the students and take it away.
Thank you. I want to start by just reviewing kind of how we pick Rotary Students of the Month at Newport High School. We have a committee of staff members that look at the 4 criteria and select our students. And every year it is always so challenging. We have just incredible group of students. So the criteria, the first one is academic excellence. So looking at not only what classes they have taken, but how they did in their courses. Outstanding leadership, school contribution, and community involvement. So those are our 4 criteria. And our first student of the month today is Benjamin Wiese, and he is the son of Melissa and Randy Wiese, which I believe are both on the line today. He currently has a 4.0 GPA and is taking IB courses in biology, history, English. He's very involved in track and cross country, has been our athlete of the week, is involved in honor society, and hopes to pursue a degree in mechanical engineering. Please welcome Benjamin Wiese.
Hello, everyone. I hope this is coming through clearly and everything. I wanted to address the format that we're doing this in. And it's so weird talking just to a camera, but I think we will manage. And so I just really wanted to talk personally about the things that I have experienced through quarantine and all the different all the time that you have on your own. And so just kind of reflecting through things, I was really thinking about the leaders in my life that I still remember and what things I remember about them. And so the first leader I had in my life besides my parents was my babysitter, who babysat me through all until I could basically be by myself. And her name was Julia, and her main thing that she always taught me was there's no point in stressing about things that you can't control. There's no point in that whatsoever. And even as she was battling cancer and eventually died from it, she would always say that there's no point in stressing about things that are out of your control. And I just thought to myself, wow, this coronavirus, I have no control over it getting better or worse in the grand scheme of things, and just how much that plays into what we do now. Like we're stuck and we have to be patient. And so that really showed me how much she cared about me and not worrying about stressing about things. Another leader in my life has been my track coach, Mr. Hargett. And Mr. Hargett, not only just him, but track in general, has given me a really good outlet for things that I never would have thought of. Because of my parents being teachers, I thought I would always be a book smart kid, always just in class, but I never thought I'd be into sports. So having that outlet to really push myself in a different way was really inspiring, and it brought me to things I never thought I could do and really push myself in a different way. And in these examples, I really noticed some similarities along with other leaders in my life, that leaders aren't always the loudest or know the answer or take charge of the situation always. I found that leaders that I actually remember were people that advocated for me when I needed it. And so when I was thinking about it, it's not about being the loud leader, it's about advocating for the people who have the skills and have discipline, and so that way they can use their skills. And I went to the leadership camp RILA, which is a Rotary leadership camp, and that idea of building relationships with people and really spending time to allow them to grow and allow them to use their powers and their skills is really what I realized is what a leader should be, and what I want to be as a leader as I go into my new ideas for a career. And what I'm looking forward to is going to a 4-year college and pursuing a mechanical engineering degree. and then furthering that with a material science degree, and eventually working with innovation teams at Nike, building new designs for shoes, which is my big thing because I love sports, athletic shoes. But I really, as I'm going through these stages in my life now, I really want to administer that leadership skill of not just being the loud one, but the one who really advocates for the people in my field of view. And that's really what I learned during quarantine. So thank you all for your time.
Thank you, Ben. And before I introduce our next student of the month, since we're not really doing introductions, I also want to just mention that Chloe Minch, Newport Middle School Assistant Principal, is also on the line to support our students. So our next student of the month is Jillian Thompson, and she's the daughter of Rob and Amy Thompson. She has a 3.74 cumulative GPA, is involved in leadership, is taking a lot of IB classes, including biology, English, history, and math. She is our student body president and has done a great job connecting with students through the pandemic and us being online. And she plans to go to Oregon State. So please welcome Jillian.
Hello, Rotarians. My name is Jillian Thompson, and I've lived in Newport all my life, and you may know me as Rob and Amy's daughter, and some of you may known me since birth. First and foremost, I want to thank my parents because they've shaped me into the woman I am today, and Newport High School's ASB president, an honor roll student, a multi-sport athlete, and now Rotary's first student of the month for the 2021 school year, alongside my good friend Ben Wiese. Every day, my parents inspire me to be the best version of myself, whether that's going the extra mile with school or taking a leap of faith by expressing my feelings toward a certain topic. They are the most influential figures in my life, and everything they are, they have also taught me to be caring, compassionate, determined, and respectful. As for my future, I was raised a Beaver, and I will become a Beaver next year, continuing tradition as a 4th generation Oregon State University student. 5th, my bad, sorry Mom. And I couldn't be more excited. As of now, I'm going to pursue a career as a clinical doctor. However, last week I wanted to be a physician's assistant, so my mind is ever changing. I play soccer and I run track, all while taking 4 international baccalaureate classes at NHS. Unfortunately, I have not been able to start my soccer season, hence COVID-19, but I am hopeful that our promised season in January will follow through. I'm also an active leadership student and as of now, ASB president. As ASB, I oversee the well-being and needs of the classes as a whole. I'm also responsible for being the voice of my student body as well as making decisions to benefit them. However, this year is different. All of the ASB presidents before me had their expectations well outlined, however, mine is not. In this situation, I have no handbook for a global pandemic, so I must blaze a new trail for my student body. I spend most of my days trying to think of ways I can unite us, and it's hard. Find a better way to look at it. Some of that is thanks to Rotarians Amanda and Dustin Capri. Amanda and Dustin are here in Newport, and they have 2 lovely little children, and I have the pleasure of babysitting them from time to time, and when I'm at their house, they always remind their kids that if something seems unfair, there's always something good that comes out of it, and you always learn something every time. Now, not only did Daphne and Dalton get reassurance of this daily, but so did I. They showed me that even in a small community, you can be successful with grit and determination, and now thanks to Dustin and Amanda, I live by these mindsets, and they save me on a daily basis. I also want to thank my leadership and middle school math teacher, Chloe Minch, who is on the line right now. She's a bubbly, hilarious, caring person who has been there for me and been a very prominent leadership figure in my life. She brought me into her leadership class in the middle of 7th grade, and I came in knowing nothing about how to lead a group. And by the end of my 8th grade year, I set up an entire middle school dance on my own. And at that time, it was a big deal for me, but that's just one of the several stepping stones down my path. She supported me and believed in my ideas at a young age and made me believe I can do anything. And now I'm the ASB president, organizing events for my student body that I never even dreamed of doing. She's not only taught me pre-algebra, but how to be my own person. She brought out the leader in me and showed me capabilities that I didn't even know I had. She is one of the reasons why I'm speaking to you all today, but she said that I'm giving her too much credit, but I disagree. Not only has she supported me and believed in me, but she does this with all of her kids and that she teaches, and she brings out their potential and shows them that they can do anything. And some students are better off because of her, and that's a true fact. So when I speak for most people that have been taught by her, thank you for showing us that we can be and do anything we set our minds to. There are so many people I can thank for getting me here today, like my Uncle Kenny for teaching me perseverance with a kind heart, both of my grandpas for teaching me that humor and everyday shenanigans is absolutely necessary to live a healthy life, and Samantha Murphy for teaching me professionalism and responsibility, and to my teacher and to my sisters for teaching me patience and love. There are so many people I could thank, but unfortunately I don't have that kind of time. With that being said, I'm so honored to be Rotary's September Student of the Month. Thank you for having me here today, and I hope to see you all in the near future.
Wow, great job, Ben and Jillian. I know that you guys will definitely go far, and what perfect students of the month to start the year. So we've got a couple of plaques here that that we give out as for students of the month, and we'll find a way to get those to you one way or another. And as it is World Polio Day, it's also fitting to announce that we're going to vaccinate 50 students in each of your names against polio. So thanks a lot, and keep up the great work. Amy, did you have something?
Yeah, I just had one thing I wanted to add that's kind of cool. I really thought it was the greatest that Ben and Jillian were both students of the month this month, because Ben's mom and parents and us were in childbirth classes together here. So they knew each other before they were even born. And I thought it was neat that they're still connected.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Our students of the month usually get lunch too. Sorry we couldn't give that to you this time, but we'll make it up later, I'm sure. So amazing job, both of you guys. Let's see, secretary, we've got, I think I saw Keith on here now.
Yes, we have, let's see, 36 members attended today. I didn't do the makeups. Jim usually puts those in. So we're right around a little over 50% today. And the member incentive is $10. And I spun the wheel and Tiana Tucker showed up as the lucky winner. So she's got the $10.
I'm really happy to hear that. Woo!
It pays to belong to the Rotary, right? And the 50-50 drawing, we had a banner day today, so it was $90 total. And so $45, and I spun the wheel, and the guy with the new electronic ticker, or fixed ticker, I should say, Mark Hanrahan won the 50-50 drawing. So $45 to Mark Hanrahan.
All
That's
right.
it.
I want to give it
Congrats to Mark on that. That probably won't go a long way towards paying those medical bills, but you know, it's a start.
I know.
Hey, Freddie.
Yes.
Freddie, you know, Tiana Tucker won all this money. And coincidentally, I happened to see her at Fred Meyer last Saturday. And she was all pumped up about something which she was very proud of. Maybe you can tell the rest of us Rotarians, Tiana, what were you so proud of that day? Tiana.
Just laughed.
I'm also gonna say $10 isn't gonna pay. Can you hear me or see me? Oh no, I'm here.
I can see you, but
I'm here.
Can't really understand you,
can you
but
hear me?
if you'll remember right, I asked you,
Oh, I'm
how were
here.
things in Flagstaff? And you said, go ahead, Tiana, tell us what you said. How come she just disappears?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Oh, it's okay. Can you not hear me? Oh,
I
you
can
can
hear
hear me
you.
now? Okay, I'm trying to get it back on the internet. Okay, but you can hear me?
I can, yes, I can. You were really proud of something, very proud. In fact, you were dancing in the parking lot.
Yeah, it's gonna donate to your backpack program, whatever.
You know, isn't it convenient that you can just disappear when you want?
I'm here the whole time.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, okay. And you can hear me and see me now.
I can hear you and see you now.
Okay, no, I said my boy's doing a good job. He had a PR last Friday at their inter-squad scrimmage, so that's awesome. He's throwing really, really well, and he's doing a good job in school too. Oof.
And you were very proud too, weren't you?
I am. I'm happy for him. He's doing a great job. Yeah.
How happy and proud are you, Tiana?
Well, he threw it like 50 feet, an 18-pound shot, so I'll be $50 happy for that.
Oh, well, congratulations. Thank you very much. I've never worked so hard to get a dime off a person in my life.
That's so funny. I know. Well, and I also had some excellent service from Road and Driveway. Came in, I have 2 new parking spaces and I have a new walkway. So there you go.
Moving right along, that's all I had for you.
You're not a little happy about that paving work, Bob?
Well, of course I am. I'm $25 happy.
Oh,
now
good.
let's move along, Freddie.
All right, fair enough. Thanks, Bob. Let's see, next is our social media award. John, do you have anything on that?
Yeah, I also spun the wheel, and today's winner is Stephanie Lynn.
All right, congratulations, Stephanie. All right, so any last minute announcements? We've got a little bit of time left. Hard to see hands on Zoom when you have two
Freddie,
screens.
I just have a question. Somebody came on here and they're on Trash's iPad, and I don't know, we don't have a member called Trash, and I don't really know of a guest that I should be calling Trash. So if Trash could identify themselves, they didn't respond to the chat, maybe they'll respond to this ask, I guess, and then I can get the attendance right.
Well, I think we have people here who could solve the mystery for us.
I guess I could speak up. That's Mom and Dad, Grandma and Grandpa to Jillian.
All right, well, welcome.
Got it. Thank you very much.
It says 42 participants. I'll throw in $10 happy bucks. A little late, but we'll check it in.
Well, thanks, Sylvia. Yeah, it's great to see such a good turnout today. I think I saw 45 at one point, so that is pretty good for Zoom. There's Mark Hanrahan.
Hey, so anyway, Freddie, I'd like to donate that $45 to, it used to be the backpack program. I don't know what it is now, but it's a school anyway.
I think that was the foster kids program.
Sure. To any benevolent cause like that, it's all good.
It would have been the school lunch program, you know, that little backpacks on weekends thing.
All right, any other last minute announcements? Have to scroll through the pages here to see everybody.
I got one more, Freddie.
Okay, Keith.
Digging around on the Rotary Foundation website, I came across a Rotary History Fellowship, and they have a copy of the 1928 edition of Paul Harris's autobiography, and it was available for download. So I had downloaded it, and I tried to leave it as a link on our Facebook page, but Facebook thought it was spam and wouldn't let me. And it's only 137 pages long. It's fascinating. If anybody has an interest, reach out to me. I've got it as a PDF and I'll email it to you.
All right, thanks, Keith. Anybody else? All right, well, next week's program is Newport, Our Newport by Spencer Neville. That should be a good one. And I guess with that said, anybody want to take us out with the four-way test? How about Richard? I tried to get you a couple weeks ago and it didn't work out, so. Well, I think you're muted still.
There we go.
There you
How's that? I will put my little shameless plug up there, Daisy, for Student of the Month. So Raina, I know you're listening there, so I got that up there. So four-way test is the things that we think, say, or do. So first, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all
fair
concerned?
to all concerned?
Third, will it build
goodwill and better friendships?
And fourth,
will it be beneficial to all concerned?
And fifth,
is it fun?
All right, thank you, Richard. All right, well, great to see everybody, including a few that we haven't seen in a couple weeks. So I hope you all will join us next week for Spencer Neville and Newport, Our Newport presentation. So good to see everybody and have a great weekend. See you next time.